Hello, I'm Professor Jane Bowers. I'm your instructor for this course. In this video, I will show you how the course is structured and how to navigate the course on Canvas. When you log into the Canvas course page, you will see the recent announcements on the top. The announcements are also sent to your email. If you don't get the announcements via email, check the settings to get all important notifications from the course. Also, announcements can be found under the Announcements tab. In this class, we will learn the basics of statistical reasoning and statistical analysis, as well as some probability concepts. The class is completely online, meaning there is no in-class meetings. However, the class is not self-paced. All assignments have completion dates or due dates. Please manage your time effectively to keep up with weekly assignments. And remember, I am here to help you learn and succeed in this course. To get started, you will read the welcome letter or the announcement that was also sent to your email on Friday and watch this navigation video. You will find my information right on the first page, the link to my virtual office, and the link to my YouTube channel, JB Math 4U. Also, you will see the weekly announcements on the homepage with the important information, what we're doing that particular week. For example, this week, and my week starts on Monday, January 8th, you will need to read the course syllabus, take the syllabus quiz, update your Canvas profile, that should not take long, fill out intro card, submit chapter 1 notes, register for MyMathLab. And these are all links to the assignments. On Wednesday, you will submit chapter 2 notes, participate in discussion 1, which includes introduction and chapter 1 and chapter 2 concepts. You will see all the directions when you click on the assignment. And by Friday, which means you can complete this homework assignment earlier than Friday, but I would recommend that the latest is Friday to complete homework for chapter 1 and homework for chapter 2. And on Sunday, take the quiz that covers questions from chapter 1 and chapter 2 just to check yourself how you got it, do you remember what you learned, and so on. Also, you will find the links to the modules of the week. This week's modules are orientation module, course syllabus module, chapter 1 and chapter 2 modules. You will also find the links to the helpful resources, videos, and handouts. Right now, we don't have any handouts. We only have links to some videos. These are all videos that I made for you. Assignments can be completed earlier than due dates and will be logged on the date indicated in the schedule of assignments. The link to the schedule of assignments is located here under the important course links section. They're also linked to the course syllabus, linked to modules, the same modules here on the left side, a link to Question Cafe, where you can ask any questions about the course, you can answer the questions that other students asking, and link to the learner support module. You will also find the link to the helpful resources, campus resources, course navigation, and the link to how to get additional practice in MyMathLab. MyMathLab is a software that we use in this course. This is very useful software, and I will explain to you in a few minutes how it works and why it is important that you have it as early as possible. Oh, and there is a link how to study effectively in online classes. Now let's scroll down to the schedule of classes and you will understand why I only mentioned Monday and Wednesday and Friday and Sunday. I want you to clearly understand how the course works so you can build it in your busy schedule and stay on track with the assignments for this course, because I'm sure you have many other things that you have to do. So let's go to schedule of assignments. If we were meeting face-to-face, that we would be meeting twice a week, 2 hours per day. So that's what I built this schedule based on 2 times a week meetings, 2 hours each. So in the first day of class, let's say it starts on Monday and the course goes Monday and Wednesday. You can move it to Tuesday and Thursday if it works better for you. In the schedule, I just used Monday and Wednesday as a base for the notes, when you would work on your notes and the homework. On Monday, January 8th, we would do, if we were in class, we would do the introductions. That's what the Canvas profile assignments are for. We would register for MyMathLab and go over some MyMathLab features, which we will go in this video also just in a few minutes. We would do the introduction card or introduction discussion in the class, but we're not in a class, so that's why we have introduction card for me to get to know you. And we would go over chapter 1 concepts. That's why the notes for chapter 1 is scheduled for Monday. And then notes for chapter 2 scheduled for Wednesday. Also, by Wednesday, actually, it's by Tuesday, you would take the syllabus quiz, because technically we would go over syllabus on the first day of class, not on the second day of class. By Thursday, I'm asking you to answer the discussion 1 post. Discussion 1 has 2 parts. Part 1 is the introduction, where you will introduce yourself to the classmates. You'll be divided into groups of 8 to 10 people per group. So it's a small group to work for, not the whole class. And then I will shuffle the groups during the semester. So you will work with different people. And then by Friday, you will complete homework 1 and homework 2. You can complete homework 1 right after you make notes on Monday. Just get it off the way, complete the notes for chapter 1 and do the homework for chapter 1. Same with chapter 2, do the notes for chapter 2 on Wednesday and complete the homework for chapter 2 on Wednesday as well. This way you get it off the way, nothing to worry to the end of the week. That's if you can, if it's possible. If not, then by Friday, I would recommend you complete it, because by Tuesday, January 16th, homework for chapters 1 and 2 will be locked. And as you probably already learned from the syllabus, if you read the syllabus, the assignments are not open per individual. They are scheduled for the whole class and cannot be modified per individual request. So make sure you have the schedule of assignments, download it, put it on your calendar, and I will show you where to find it on Canvas calendar as well. And please follow the due dates. If you miss any of the assignments, at the end of the semester, I drop 4 lost notes, 2 lost homework, I believe, 1 lost quiz score, and 1 lost discussion. And then the first test that covers chapters 1 and chapter 2 will be on Thursday. All the tests are online. You don't have to come to campus, but you do need to use Proctoria. So you need to have computer with the camera on and quiet place and internet for that day. The tests are usually 1.5 to 2 hours. So for that hour or 2 hours, you need to plan to have a quiet space where you can take tests. If you don't have that space, feel free to email me and I will arrange something for you in the assessment center here on campus on ABC. And then if you scroll down, you will see that all notes are scheduled Monday, Wednesday. Discussions, usually the first part is due on Thursday, the second part is due on Saturday, and all chapter quizzes are scheduled for Sundays, or you need to complete them by Sunday. Remember, you can complete them earlier, but chapter quizzes are locked on Wednesday, and they're not rescheduled or open up per individual request. So please, again, make sure that you follow the due dates. This is a recommended schedule. If you want to go ahead and complete it earlier, please do so. To register for the course material, which is MyMathLab access code, you will go to My Lab and Mastering tab on the left. Click on Register for My Lab and Mastering. my tab says open because I already registered, but if you watch the video how to register, you will see that it's very easy. You need to make sure to register only through Canvas, not through other places. There is no code. There is only the button to register for MyMathLab through Canvas. That's all. I wanted to show you where to find the schedule of assignments on the Canvas calendar. On the left-hand side, there is a button, Calendar. On this calendar, you will see all assignments for the course. And on the right-hand side, if you take several courses, they will be marked with different colors. You can click to show the assignments and unclick to hide the assignments for that particular course. So here you can see the assignments for this course. As we just saw before, chapter quizzes are due on Sundays, notes are due Mondays and Wednesdays. There are some assignments that will be due by Tuesday, and the discussions are usually due Tuesdays and Saturdays. Let's go back to the Canvas homepage and I'll walk you through the other tabs of the course. And please feel free to explore the tabs, to read the syllabus, read it carefully. It has very important information about the course, and it's necessary to understand how the course is structured, especially because this is an online course. We don't have in-person meetings. However, right on the syllabus tab, you will find the link to the syllabus module, which is also located under modules. I have support sessions scheduled Mondays and Wednesdays from 9:30 to 11 a.m. and 5 to 6 p.m. And if this time does not work for you, I'm available for short appointments. Other times of the week, you just need to email me and schedule the Zoom meeting with me. You can also find the assignments with the due dates under the course summary. Before you start learning any chapter, go to modules. Each module has a page overview. Check out the helpful resource module. By the way, it has a lot of good handouts and links. So let me show you how the modules are structured. Each module has a page that is called Chapter Overview and Assignments. So let's go to Chapter 3, Overview and Assignments. Each chapter has learning objectives, what you will learn by the end of the module. Chapter 3, for example, consists of 3 sections, 3.1, 3.2, and 3.3. So there are going to be 3 notes assignments and 3 homework assignments. You will make notes. To make notes, you can use the videos. The links are in the notes assignment. The videos that I made for you based on the book that we're using. Also, under MyMathLab, you have a link to a multimedia library with PowerPoints that you can download, publishers' videos, and also ebook. Whatever you prefer reading the book than making notes, or you prefer watching the video and making notes, or you prefer just summary, overview on the PowerPoint. However you prefer making notes, make notes. They're yours to keep. You can use notes during the test, so make sure that you make notes as efficient as possible for you. And then practice doing homework, then participate in the discussion, collaborate with your classmates, and check yourself using the chapter quiz. Chapter quizzes can be taken multiple times, up to 10 times. So it's an excellent way to practice for the test, because on the test, they're similar questions as on the chapter quizzes. So don't miss that opportunity. And then you have the link to the learner support, which will take you to the learner support module. And you can find what handout is maybe related to what you are learning and need help with. Okay, that was a short overview of how the course works. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. And remember, I'm here to help you succeed in the course.